Yo, I can hear you alright. Yeah, okay. I can hear you as well, yeah. I guess FFF. So I figure I'll share my screen when FFF's on and we'll watch the Labour TikTok video together.
Has Yaya seen it yet?
No, that's why I'm thinking.
It sounds fantastic.
Yeah. That would be good to capture someone's first reaction to it, because it's fucking mad. Have you actually got it up? Because they obviously deleted the original upload, didn't they? So you'll have to...
Yeah, loads of people have uploaded it on Twitter.
Yeah.
What is it? It is only like 38 seconds, right?
I think so, yeah, it was 30.
Yeah, okay, that's the full thing. And then
the last one is the cow, I think.
Nice, very apt. But I thought that while we wait for FFF, we could just shoot the shit a bit about other stuff. Like, I've got one little story here we could talk about.
All right, cool. Well, I'm recording on both programs anyway, so...
Oh, cool. I'll get my side recorded.
Yeah, I'm recording.
Nice.
Very good. Excited to talk about Year of the Dragon later.
Yeah, it was not a good film. I didn't really enjoy it, but I get I get why it was like a good one for us to watch.
No, I definitely enjoyed it. I don't know if it's a good film.
I mean, I enjoyed parts of it, but I don't think they were the parts 100%. Like it was as intended. Like, you know.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that later anyway. Yeah. I hope FFF will be in a fit state to talk about it. He said
he's never in a fit state.
Yeah, he said he has many thoughts on the film. So let's see how many of those thoughts are just. I
love that.
And then he say a slur. Just like, that's the only bit you can fucking understand.
I genuinely love that he always turns up sober for the wrestling stream. Occasionally gets a little bit drunk, like 3 hours into the stream, right near the end or something. But like normally he's just fine. And then for this,
yeah. Well, you know, if he comes on my fucking show again in a completely unintelligible state, the gloves are off, as you'd say in the world of wrestling.
Patreon subscribers get the intervention as a premium episode.
Yeah. Don't know of an intervention so much as just verbally abuse him. Oh, he's writing a message.
Oh,
What's
no.
he saying? Oh, no.
Well, that's a good sign. He can write.
Yeah. Let's see if it's just like a string of like gibberish, just nonsense letters and numbers. The more numbers, the more gibberish it will probably be.
No, he was typing coherently 17 minutes ago, so he can't be that smashed yet.
Yeah,
you would think.
That's easy though. Should be back 8 at latest.
He's back, right? He'll be joining us soon. So
autocorrect could have done that for him. Yeah, cool. Yeah. He's just out of breath. Back now. Just need a few minutes to get my breath back because I live at the top of a hill and I vape the equivalent of 100 cigars a day.
Yeah. Yeah, he's drunk in moderation, and it's the other ways he's destroying himself that are playing up right now.
All right, well, we'll see about that. We'll see about the fucking moderation. Yeah, let's give him a minute. But yeah, oh no, okay. So we might as well let's just get into it while we wait for him. Actually, no. Before I get into that funny thing, I'll message him just to say that we're already on the call, so you can just hop on. Okay, yeah, so we didn't get the chance, because this story dropped on January the 3rd, so we haven't had the chance yet to discuss Keir Starmer's pre-Christmas phone call with Donald Trump.
Oh, no.
Where Trump repeatedly went off on tangents while Starmer tried to keep the focus on support for Ukraine. Starmer heroically tried to keep the focus on sending a load of people from another country to certain death in an unwinnable war. The great man. What were you going to say, Garai?
I was just going to say the list of topics discussed was quite interesting on that one. It suggests that Donald Trump's been getting some good briefings on his allies.
Yeah, follows the account at @AUpLovely on Twitter, perhaps. He says Starmer's wife is beautiful and the PM's greatest asset, more than any of Starmer's own personal characteristics. This is like, maybe it means she's his greatest asset in the sense that in the Roman Polanski film The Ghost or Ghost Writer, the wife of the Tony Blair surrogate character is an asset of the CIA, who is controlling him and shaping his career in the interests of American foreign policy. That is plausible, but I do probably think he was just saying he wants to fuck her, which is good because Starmer is like...
I've got the Politics UK tweet about it here, which is apparently sourced from the Times, so obviously take it with a pinch of salt, but like, the list of topics discussed is mad. Trumpuses became fixated on the number of birds dying after flying into wind turbines in the US.
He's always saying that, yeah.
Joking that coyotes eating the fallen birds were getting so fat they'd need weight loss drugs. So is this something he says a lot at his rallies?
He's obsessed with it.
So he's just giving Starmer, like, is the PM of his most loyal allies. He's just giving him the stock material, you know. He's doing crowd work. That's how unimportant Starmer is for him. He's doing the man-draw routine, or he's Trump's equivalent of it.
He knows what's what. He knows, Starmer is his lackey.
Yeah.
Birds, the coyotes, they need Ozempic. Trump recounted his meeting. I've got the full article up in the Times, using my Times subscription. Don't worry, I didn't pay for it. Rupert Murdoch personally gifted it to me. No, I used 12-foot ladder. Trump recounted his meeting with the Prince of Wales after the ceremony to reopen Notre Dame Cathedral, complimenting him on his modern beard. So, but he means he just has a very modern marriage with his fake wife, who's probably dead. You know, it's a beard. In the past, you'd have a living wife to cover up the fact that you were gay. He doesn't even need to have a living person. Before moving on to discussing his golf course in Scotland, he also had warm words for Starmer's wife, Victoria. Yeah, we read that bit. Welcome to international diplomacy, Trump style.
I think the golf course in Scotland, given this was obviously briefed by like someone in Starmer's immediate team, because they'd be the only people that like heard it, discussed his golf course in Scotland. That means one of them started bitching about the SNP, and they were both like just being a bunch of bitchy little queens about it. Like, Sturgeon should be in jail and all this shit.
As some of Starmer's predecessors...
Trump particularly hates Alex Salmond, so he might have been having a good laugh that he was dead. That's quite plausible.
By the way, I'm not saying Prince William is gay. I just mean that, you know, he has a public marriage for whatever reason. Like, it's probably just king shit. It's just like, if you're going to be king one day, it's just good to have a wife. Like, it's like Alec Baldwin says in The Departed. It's very offensive.
It's not gay at all to want to be pegged by a woman anyway. That's a different thing.
Not we can officially stamp this not gay once again.
I know that's what everyone's listening to our podcast for, you know, just to sort everything into the columns of gay and not gay.
Yeah, after we put the YMCA issue to bed once and for all. I'm just scrolling through this Times article, and yeah, it's bullshit. It's just they got a tiny little briefing from one of Starmer's people, and all the good info is in the fucking Politics for All tweet. No, sorry, this is Politics UK. Politics for All is a different account.
Politics for Ali is defunct, I think, because it got banned, and the guy who started it was like exploiting all the briefcases that were writing for him, and they all fell out with each other. But
is it Politics for Ale now?
I think they all, like everyone that worked for Politics for All, which was briefly a company, and the guy was like making a ton of advertising income and paying people. I think everyone that was working for them, they all fell out with each other and they all started their own one. So like,
okay.
Politics UK is probably the next most sensitive one. It is actually technically Politics UK.
Yeah, That's it. It's like, you know, reminds me of
so fucking shady.
It reminds me of arch Blairite knobhead Politics. But you know, I was talking to a former guest on the show, Lila, the other day. Well, I sort of barged into a conversation that she and Archie were having on the timeline. but like, look,
It's impossible not to do that if you spend any time on Twitter at some point. Like,
Yeah, but when your tweets get liked, it's like fine. It's like it's okay to barge into a conversation. So anyway, she was like saying, I think that account might be like a bit, but it's like no. It's that account is just one of these people that posts news from like the Times and stuff.
there are a couple of satire ones that have the same branding, so it does get confusing. But that particular account, it's just some Tory student guy who's like 20, 21 or something, and he's like mentions himself as a businessman and stuff.
But they really got me a few months back because I saw the picture of Rachel Reeves with orange hair on there, and I was just like, oh, well, okay, that's a stupid Photoshop. Wait, how do you even think of that? Like, oh yeah, I'm going to give Rachel Reeves orange hair, but no, it turns out that was Rachel Reeves' own innovation.
Yeah, it was real. She just realised her folly in like 2 days and changed that.
Yeah, Clara and I went into depth on that on a previous Patreon edition, so we don't need to relitigate the Rachel Reeves hair thing. But anyway, there was another story that we're going to discuss today that has been posted by the Politik UK account.
Yeah, hey guys, I'm here now. Jack, bring me up to speed.
No, you're gonna have to catch up. You're gonna sink or swim. Much like you are sinking or swimming in the torrent of alcohol you've been consuming in lieu of appearing on my podcast.
I've only had 4 pints so far.
How many? 17.
4.
14.
You've missed about 10 minutes, and we weren't talking about anything important at all.
Just the leaders of the free world hashing out the issues on a major phone call.
Yeah.
Jack was outraged that his hero Hulk Hogan got booed out of the building on Monday Night Raw last night.
Yeah.
You know, Hulk Hogan, Neil Young, Bob Dylan, they're all real American heroes.
Yeah. Well, Neil is an American citizen now, so he is an American hero. Fuck you, Donald Trump, trying to keep out the immigrants from Canada. Oh, fuck it. Anyway,
he's going to invade Canada. It's okay.
Yeah, well, Mr. Garrison.
State.
Yeah, Mr. Garrison already nuked it in South Park, so he's just following in the footsteps of the man who the fictitious character Donald Trump is satirizing. The very real Mr. Garrison.
Life imitates art.
Exactly. But he was threatening Canada today, wasn't he? Saying he's going to annex it through economic warfare or such like.
Yeah, and Mexico and Greenland and a bunch of places.
Why would you want Canada? Half of them speak French.
He wants to liberate their healthcare system.
You get healthcare, free weed and stuff, but also especially America. But half of them are French, which makes America even worse.
Yeah, the guy who
makes America worse.
That Pierre Poilievre guy, who probably the Conservative will probably be their next prime minister. He's French Canadian. If he didn't get by the name, he's a twat. I did one quote tweet of him ages ago, and now I get all his fucking bullshit in my timeline. It's like Canada's part of the UK. You can't speak French if you're vying to be the Prime Minister of Canada. It's part of Her Majesty's Commonwealth, the Empire, where the sun never sets.
Yeah, isn't it like they don't even speak proper French? They have their own weird Canadian dialect.
Yeah,
so French isn't annoying enough. We'll make it more annoying by being Canadian and French.
It's like French if you clear your throat a bunch more.
French if you don't have any style or grace.
Bravo, pedophile, eh?
Exactly.
We finally found the accent Jack can't do, which is French.
Quebecois.
The only accent Jack can't do. We finally.
What is it? Is it
Amazing.
Yiddish? Is it?
It's like French and Yiddish had a child almost. Yeah.
Oh no!
Terrifying.
Oh dear.
But some bastard chimera, to quote some of FFF's writing.
I do like the fact you misspoke it and said chimera instead of chimera. It's one of those words you mispronounce because you've only ever seen it written down.
That's
I've got
true.
a lot of those.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
And you always all make fun of me when I do it, so I'm going to make fun of Jack doing it for one time instead of 100 times I've done it.
I don't have to worry about that with Mike Gapes because it's always funny when he mispronounces stuff. Like when he calls Krav Maga. I mean, I'd never heard of Krav Maga before because I flunked
Not heard
off
of
that.
Krav Maga?
Yeah, I flunked off that bit of my IDF training. I was getting high behind the bike
technique
sheds.
that is based entirely on kicking people in the balls or shooting people.
That's so fucking
technique
Israeli.
The Israelis came up with that only works against unarmed children.
You got to kick him in the nuts.
I mean, it's the most foolproof method of self-defense, isn't it? Like, find the most defenseless person there and just focus on them.
It's the only martial close combat art that involves air support, you know?
Yeah, you get close and just wait for the bomber jets to come in.
Techniques are things like hitting someone, running away, and claiming you're the victim.
Yeah. You just stand opposite an empty street from a child, and you're just like beckoning them over with your little finger, like, come on, we've got sweets, and then just like when they finally take one tentative step forward, a drone just comes along and.
That pram was Hamas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very effective. Like, you find someone like you think might be is threatening you, and you just run away, and then you find out who they are from social media, call up their HR department, and tell people they're anti-Semitic.
Yeah. Well, the previous bits, I don't know if he'd do that. No, he probably would do that. But the previous tactics of Krav Maga we've discussed sound very much like, Steven Seagal style action heroism.
Yeah, just sitting down and letting other people do the work for you. Whilst all the time saying what a good man you are.
Yeah. If anyone didn't listen to the audio of the stream I was on, we talked about doing a Mike Gapes starring remake of that, or at least about Mike Gapes, with Steven Seagal playing Gapes, called A Great Man.
Sorry, I'm just looking at this still that's appeared on from Jack's screen.
Yeah.
So
already is
ready
weird,
for this. What the fuck is that?
No, the context here that this is an advert so fucking bad that James Melville is dunking on it, and there's not really a joke I can make at his expense. He's right.
He's some Scottish melt, isn't he? Have I got that right?
He was a Scottish melt, and then he went like proper COVID crank.
Oh, okay.
Not everyone must wear masks every time they go anywhere forever, but like COVID isn't real, sort of.
Oh, okay. China.
He's kind of like briefcase Matt Letizia.
China. Is he concerned about the China dimension?
I'm pretty sure. I haven't looked.
Most of them are.
But I'm 99% sure he's extremely concerned about China.
Well, anyway, he was just
most
the first.
People who aren't even cranks are kind of concerned, because Cold War shit.
I'm concerned that they're too fucking cool.
Shall we save this for the second half of the episode today?
Yes, we've got a lot of Chinese content to talk about.
We'll get to them. Don't you worry. So no, James Melville was just the first person I saw to have posted the video. I think he's actually. Yeah. This is Politics UK have posted this originally.
Always top of Jack's feed is James Melville, one of the people he gets his news from.
Yeah. I totally knew. Who
oh wait,
was
what's that up top? What's that? Montagem Coral lyrics. What's that about, Jack?
Oh, you'll see. Those are
okay.
Jack. You
actually
literally have like
the stuff. It's not
the 10
it's
must
not
hear
just like
Bob.
embarrassing.
You got fucking
stuff.
Bob Dylan listicles up. Like, surely at this point you're enough of a hardcore Dylan head. Oh no, of 2024.
Yeah. The 10 best Bob Dylan tapes of 2024 on the Flagging Down the Double E's blog that Ray Patchett runs.
I thought it was going to be like a proper fucking BuzzFeed, like, hey, 10 Dylan albums you got to hear, or something.
No, this is a dedicated blog for hardcore Dylan fans about his live performances.
Yeah. That is in depth.
Yeah, this is deep stuff. But I by the way, I'd heard like all of them.
So you were just kind of like reading and nodding along, like
yeah.
No
Yeah.
way, that one's only number 7.
They're all good. It doesn't the ranking
They're all
doesn't matter.
number 1.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a participation prize. You know, it's like it's getting up there and jamming that counts. Anyway, the Labour Party have put this out on TikTok. UK politics is a circus led by clowns. Absolute state of this. But yeah, don't you worry, FFF. We'll get to the Montagem Coral lyrics shortly. That sounded a bit... right, so let's already pause it after 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So, the he's back. So this big... that sounded very wrestling, the he's back thing.
No, it didn't. It sounded like an idiot's idea of wrestling that doesn't watch wrestling.
Oh, thanks. No, it sounded
One
like...
of-
I'm
One of the things
back!
to notice here. One of the things to notice here, the Union Jack in the background, that slowly starts changing to a North Korean flag as it goes on. In those first few seconds.
They already used this. This has already been put out by Team Kim. Right, yeah.
Oh
so,
shit!
yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it starts
look
off as a
closely at
proper
the flag,
clear
yeah.
Union Jack,
Yeah.
and then it just isn't one.
Because it's blowing in the wind.
So that's the Stars and Stripes already.
No,
like,
that's
1
the
second
German
in, that's
flag
literally
right
changed.
Yeah, look, that looks fuck all like a Union Jack at this point, actually.
Now it's like South Africa or something.
So this is such a weird... Like, look at the animal's foot. Like, it's like 4 human toes on a big animal, a big lion paw.
Like Jack just discovering what
Why's he got trousers on?
is.
He's a
Yeah,
fucking
look, no.
lion.
No, the trousers...
Lions don't wear trousers.
They do just melt into his fur, right?
Yeah, exactly. They're fused with his fur. They're
It's not like he's
congealing
ripped
into
out of
one.
them with his muscles, which is what they were going for. But
Well, the thing is, I think
just
this is supposed to
melted.
represent. I think this is supposed to represent Keir Starmer as the
Lion-
main guy.
Lions'
But
knees
is that
don't
how
work
Keir
like
Starmer
that.
sees
Yeah.
himself?
Lions' knees.
Keir
do not
Starmer
work like
as a
that.
lion wearing a suit that has been through a nuclear explosion that melted its clothes to its skin.
Isn't that
Yeah,
Keir
what's-
Starmer
what-
sees
Yeah,
himself
but also
when he
like
looks in
Keir
the
Starmer
mirror?
sees himself like really buff and strong. It's like a bit of a Simpsons where Homer Simpson looks at himself in the mirror and he just imagines he has pecs and abs and starts making him dance. It's like how Keir Starmer sees himself.
When I see a big, cool lion, I don't know whether it's supposed to be Israel or India.
Why not both?
Maybe we'll see them appear on the flag. And then straight up to the bulldog cop. You'll feel
got a-
safer.
Big bulldog policeman in a nappy for some reason.
A big, cool NAFO dog. This right down. Well, this is a combination of how the NAFO people imagined themselves, and in the nappy, how they actually live their
Yeah,
The
lives.
human hands are
That's a slight nod to
terrifying.
reality.
Yeah, that's so
I've
fun.
just realised what this reminds me of. Have any of you played Sly Cooper, the PS1 platformer game?
I've heard music by
little.
Rai Kuda.
So what was the name of the
no,
game again? Sorry, FFF?
Sly Cooper.
the raccoon,
Right.
the raccoon thief game. There was a boss in that who was like a big bulldog with big strong arms. I'm gonna see if I
Okay.
can find it.
So
and put it on the
we've
DM.
got the
It looks
origin
exactly
story there
like
for
that.
FFF being a country, so we've learned something today.
Oh, I was into those way before Sly Cooper, believe me.
How fucking old were you when Sly Cooper came out?
Okay, and then we move on from the big cool police dog to the benevolent nurse rabbit. The representing our NHS. You'll be seen sooner by our
Again, the human hands with
Yeah,
the
I know.
animal faces. It's awful.
That's so.
The hands are naked, but the furry arms.
Yeah.
Bulldogs famously are like, the way the breed is bred, it basically, what makes them look sort of quite cute gives them like breathing problems and stuff. Like they're quite inbred and they're detriment to health.
So are cops.
They've managed to come up with a bulldog that's like less healthy and more inbred looking than actual bulldogs.
Let's try and listen to the music a bit as well. So it's this kind of like very distorted EDM music. It sounds like the work of producer BJ Burton, who's worked with Low, Bon Iver, Father John Misty on his new album, who loves to kind of max everything out until they're just super crackly and distorted. But it's that in a kind of like EDM context. It's just like
I've just found the Sly Cooper boss. I found the Sly Cooper boss. I've put it in the DM. Let me know if you think it's similar or not.
On screen now, that is just a person with a giant badger's head. Like, they've given up the grotesque, stomping animal monster things, and it's just like, oh yeah, call it a badger.
Not quite, because, well, yeah, you're right. They're not trying to replicate anything. But if you look at its gloves and its shoes, the shoes are shaped like feet. Raphael Bear would be fucking delighted.
Tanks on Bear's lawn.
Yeah, not only that, they should have done this for a bear rather than a badger. but not even a real bear. But look, they've got look at his fucking fingers. Like they've got nails through the gloves. It's
the kind of thing, like this whole scheme, it would have been shot down immediately if this was an actual, like, ad that had to be paid for and shot and edited and had actors, you know, and like at any stage in that process somebody would have been like, why are we doing animals? What's the point?
No private company would allow this to go out. This would have been shut down in the first.
But because it was AI slop, like that you just wrote some prompts for, it was like, sure, let's shit this out. Somebody had an idea at 2 a.m. and was like, all right, let's do it.
We're just like, oh, whatever. What harm's it going to do? It's just a little propaganda video. We didn't even have to do any work for it. And it turns out it's good to check things before you put them out. Yeah, so, okay, then at this point, this is the point at which it descends into full-on occult, sex cult material.
This is literally
biblically
the owl from Bohemian
accurate.
Grove.
What the fuck is going on here?
Alex Jones sneaking in and taking photos of this, whilst all the rich people worship it.
This is the only live action bit of the video. This was shot in Victoria Park in Ilford. And yeah, it's so they've chosen to team to match the owl imagery popular among the global elite. You know, just a big part of the whole kind of Bohemian Grove thing, the burning the owl effigy and so on. They've chosen to combine that with the caption about children.
Yeah, I don't know what the connection is between anything in the picture and the text.
I think it's supposed to be like owls are wise and teachers are wise. It's like no one who's gone to school thinks teachers are wise. Teachers at best care about children, at worst they're psychopaths.
Owls are not what they seem, and neither is your weird unmarried geography teacher that's like keeping you back after class.
Yeah, but look, this owl is not just. I think this owl might have toenails, but also
beaks. He's got two beaks. He's got like an eagle beak and an owl beak.
So he's got like shorts that are just kind of pinned to the front of him, but then the bottom of his little owl legs are sort of shaped like trousers or shorts. Like, what's going on? He's got like a little waistcoat thing sort of under the writing.
Modesty article of clothing.
It's basically like more unsettling. It looks like an owl trying to pretend to be a human rather than like an anthropomorphized person.
Yeah, he doesn't look wise and benevolent. He looks like he's gonna fucking gore you. He looks pissed off. Yeah, look, he just gave a little, like, kind of a frightening wink there. I think that's some kind of activation code. It's gonna send Starmer's killers into action. It looks like he's coming right towards you there as well. And then, okay, so now we're on to a
hedgehog, but like a very frightened hedgehog for some reason.
A clean energy hedgehog. Yeah, because he's about to fucking take down that wind turbine that's a blight on our natural environment.
No, he likes it. He's golfing there because it protects him from the birds.
Oh, he's golfing.
I don't know. Is he golfing? Inserting a Donald Trump character
this
there.
hedgehog looks terrified. Like, look at the fear in his eyes on this frame. Like, he's just seen a big dog coming towards him, and he knows his life's about to end.
Looks like Jonathan Ashworth.
Are those what hedgehog feet look like? He looks like fucking Jonathan
or is it his tail?
Oscar Pistorius with the one at the back.
He can't decide.
Okay, and now we've got an enormous builder cow. A huge fucking bull in a hard hat and high-vis jacket.
Yeah, things like, does he have piercings in his ears? Because that wouldn't get past health and safety on a construction site.
Or is he a demon cow?
Like, trapped in anything.
I think he's a demon cow, yeah.
Holes in it.
The builder cow is a noted figure in the folklore of the Ilford people going back centuries.
Is he chewing straw?
The folklore says he builds just to destroy. When you see the builder cow, you know that it's the end times.
I mean, look at those soulless beady eyes. Yeah, that's terrifying.
He destroys the old Ilford and builds it into you.
We can't really see the hands, and I'll see if we can get a better... Human hands.
Thumbs up.
A cow with human hands, and it looks like human feet as well, but with thin ankles like a cow. Like the
He's giving a thumbs up, but there's still no joy in his face. I really don't trust this guy.
Or
sadness in his eyes.
I mean, he is a cow, to be fair. Like, they're not.
Well, the existential weight to the cow.
The thumbs up. It looks like he's a guy who thought he was actually going to be really into getting his wife cooked, and he's pretending he's enjoying it, but he's actually not.
Okay, so you can hear the lyrics of the song a little bit better there.
Is it AI music?
Jack is probably the most racist thing you're going to see, because that is actually Portuguese, and Jack's impression of Portuguese is just blah, 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 blah. That's how they speak in Brazil.
They fucking pitched the song down. They pitched the song down. Listen to it, for fuck's sake. Stop staring at the cow and listen to the fucking...
It's too beautiful.
Come on. My impression was fucking spot on. Exactly. Yaia's impression of it was exactly the same.
Jack, as your lawyer, I am advising you to let the music speak for itself.
To keep doing impressions of Brazilian people.
It sounds like the bit on Yeezus where the Jamaican guy comes in, like Assassin or whatever. He's like, I'm a bad man, say no disrespect.
Jack,
but like the AI version of that is what I was thinking.
That's in the middle of Jack. I'm In It, where it's like Kanye will sing about eating Asian pussy and various other sexual acts.
Jack, I'm imploring you to keep going with this. Next to Sean Paul.
And then Assassin comes in and he's singing about shooting people with machine guns, and then it's back to Kanye just fucking a nun or whatever. I'm a rap lick priest getting head from the nuns. Anyway, let's watch the last 4 seconds of this video. Okay, right, that's the last 1 second of this video.
It is the official
You guys pretending that just sounds like normal fucking music to you, okay?
It sounds like something they'd play on Twin Peaks: The Return when specifically, Evil Cooper was driving down the road.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hang on, that's how I confirm stop sharing. Yeah, man, that's so fun.
That was truly incredible.
The Labour Party put that out, and then you had that, what's the name, Alicia Kearns MP, who was like, do the Labour Party think that this is an okay thing to put out? Because people originally thought the video was really weird and funny.
She got this from
Guido Fawkes. She wasn't the first person to point it out. Even before Guido Fawkes, some small accounts were pointing it out on Twitter, what the lyrics were. I'm not going to give any credit to Guido Fawkes if I can. They stole it from 10 accounts
Guido
on Twitter.
Guido Fawkes found it out because that's the music. That's all the music they listen to all the time, and they agree with all the lyrics.
Yeah, they love
lifestyles.
Brazilo funk or whatever it's called. So originally people sort of just were focusing on the video, and then some people started being like, oh, they're actually singing words in that music. What language is it in? So they ascertained that the language was Portuguese, and it turns out that this is a song called Montagem Coral. So sure enough, like, the controversy started, and yeah, once I guess Guido Fawkes got hold of it, Alicia Kearns MP, who's a Conservative MP, quote tweeted this Politics UK post with a video, and she said, "Do you think it's acceptable at Yvette Cooper MP for your who I'm sure personally uploaded the video? In fact, I'm sure
Cooper must answer for her crimes.
In fact, I saw an extended edit of the video with the credits at the end, and Yvette Cooper was credited with sound design and music supervision. She said, "Do you think it's acceptable, Yvette Cooper MP, for your party to put out videos with lyrics encouraging men to get young girls on drugs so they can have sex with them and celebrating punching girls in their vaginas? So much for telling us we'll feel safer with you in charge." And then she posted some of the lyrics, and I have got now all of the lyrics.
I have to say, like, I put an extract of them on Blue Sky and got corrected by 2 Portuguese speakers.
Yeah, no, I think it's funnier in the way that she
It is. You should still read the way it's being interpreted, and I'll just add a little correction at the end. But, like, it's still bad anyway.
I'm not so much of a stickler for concrete facts myself. Apparently it starts with him, like, stammering. This is DJ Holanda. He's launching the new trend. It's DJ Holanda. Piranha Magnet, both the historian and the actor. Piranha Magnet, and he repeats that a few times. He's holding a spear and marijuana. Go, naughty young girl, relaxing. Go fuck yourself, naughty, shameless. Sit on the pot crazy dick. That's what they call me.
I mean, this is just what Jack DMs to every single girl who follows him on Twitter.
No, I don't. People just say,
100% success rate.
That Jack, he's such a pot crazy dick.
100% success rate, I'd say.
Yeah, I just hit him with a love song generated by AI and just hope that they don't understand Portuguese. Pay attention. The thing is crazy. Lock it, you bitch. Bouncing, naughty. Sit, bad. Bounce, bad. Sounds like you're playing with a dog.
It sounds like a pervert who I won't name, like, talking to their dog and getting a bit carried away.
It locks on the tip of the cock and it doesn't stop. Sit, bad. Bounce, bad. They repeat that like a few times.
Bounce, bad, yeah.
Go, sit on my clown. Hi, sit on the clown.
That's a bit confused me. Like, is that a euphemism in Brazil? He just starts talking about clowns.
Yeah. Go, sit on my clown. Hi, sit on the clown. At that peak, only angry chorus. Called me forbidden because I get addicted quickly. Perfect combination is sex, beer, and marijuana. I think this is the extract posted by Alicia Kearns now.
Yes.
The young girls are addicted. Everyone is enjoying the wave. At that peak, only angry chorus. Called me forbidden because I get addicted quickly. Perfect combination. I think they repeat this bit. Yeah, perfect combination is sex, beer, and marijuana. The young girls are addicted. Everyone is enjoying the wave. Just a punch in the young girl's pussy. Just a punch in the girl's pussy. Just a punch in the young girl's pussy. I think this is interpolating an old song by Johnny Polio. Just a punch in the girl's pussy. Just a punch in the young girl's pussy. Just a punch in the young girl's pussy. This is DJ Holanda.
Yeah,
yes?
I really want to hear Jack interpret this in his own unique way, like give it a Bob Dylan spin. Gets his guitar out and just sings it in a Bob Dylan style.
I can't really replicate it live, but he's got this song called Early Roman Kings, which is like da 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 da. It's like the most generic blues you could imagine, like da 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 da. It's got these lyrics like, "I'll dress up your wounds with a blood-clotted rag. I ain't afraid to make love to a bitch or a hag.
I was worried where that was going, where I heard rag. It's like, what's he going to rhyme with that? It's like, oh, thank God it's hag. It could have been a lot worse.
Like, what are you thinking? Slag?
Yeah.
Bag?
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking slag, nothing else. That's the only other word I was thinking of.
Specifically, like, I think the translation is broadly right, but the bit people seem to be having issues with that actually spoke Portuguese was it's not like punching the girl's pussy, but more like pounding or close to their equivalent.
Right.
No, I think it's about literally punching a woman in the vagina. I don't trust these people. I think
were confronted with the punch version and immediately said it's unacceptable. We've deleted the advert. So that is basically admitting guilt.
An admission of guilt. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Otherwise, they'd pursue legal action immediately. Like, I'm gonna loop the bit from the intro of Early Roman Kings. I'm gonna play over it myself, and I'm just gonna do like these lyrics, but in the style of Bob Dylan, like singing to a blues fucking
like,
vamp.
The lyrics like reminded me a bit of 60s salsa, calypso, what we used to call saucy calypso, where you'd have songs called things like "Sell the Pussy." It's like they're not going big with a subtext on that one. Believe me.
Yeah, but it would be like, da-da-da-da, he's holding a spear, da-da-da-da, and marijuana, da-da-da-da, go fuck yourself, da-da-da-da, naughty, shameless, da-da-da-da, sit on the pot, crazy dick, da-da-da-da, pay attention, the thing is crazy, da-da-da-da, lucky you, bitch, da-da-da-da, bouncing, naughty.
You need to do that and release it on a Patreon. After people have heard this, they will subscribe to the Patreon just to hear your actual version of that.
It locks on the tip. The cocking doesn't stop.
Because, yeah, that was definitely the message I got from that video.
Yeah. It's just like beer and marijuana is the perfect combination. And sex, sorry, I forgot somehow.
Violent, aggressive sex.
Yeah. Punching a woman right in the vagina. It's the core part of Labour policy, the one policy that Starmer will never backtrack on. Starmer's one mission to punch
promises
women in the
made,
fucking
promises
pussy.
kept.
Yeah, next time Starmer is asked, like, what's a woman? It's like, well, a woman is someone you can punch in the pussy.
Yeah. And Trump will be like, I think this guy's a bit extreme. I was going to have to make some kind of grab him by the pussy joke somewhere, because otherwise it was just there for the taking.
Yeah, like pussy, when Trump's around.
There for the punching.
Never seen a pussy I didn't want to punch.
Isn't that what they say at the end of Team America? You've got dicks and pussies and fists, and the fist punch the pussy.
It's about like Clint Eastwood's entire like filmography. That's his entire ideology. Every time I see a pussy, I want to punch him.
Shut up, pussy! I'll fucking punch you. But yeah, that Clint impression was veering towards Bob, I think. But yeah, both both two old guys.
Oh, that was Clint.
Legendary artists, both Jewish. I'm just keeping you guys on your toes, seeing if you're paying attention.
Yeah, we just like we were waiting for the follow up, and it never came.
I like inserting awkward silence wherever possible.
Yeah, it is really good at that, actually. Like, if I think I know most about, whenever I'm on a podcast with him, like, he's so good at awkward pauses. I fucking love it. I think it's hilarious. Jack, like, probably gets really annoyed at it. I think it's so funny when, like, says something, and it's just some, like, really awkward pause. And that you can hear Yair's
I love the way you
framed
that, not like, Yair's really good at the awkward pauses when other people stop speaking. It's when I do it, specifically FFF.
I've just seen that picture, FFF, that you posted in the DM on Twitter, and which fucking animal was this supposed to be? The dog?
That was the, that was the bulldog.
The big, cool NAFO dog.
The big dog with the big arms and the tiny legs.
I think they should have tried to combine the dog and the lion into one creature, one based creature, like Israel and India.
Chimera.
Yeah, exactly. So, one bastard chimera.
It peaked early, really, because the first two animals in it are the only ones that Novara presenters would want to have as pets. After that, they're just like, a bit weak.
Look, my lion's not hurting anyone. He's a darling.
I mean, there was a big thing like in the 70s where like people would have like tigers or lions, like they'd live in suburbia in England, but we just like have a lion in their back garden in a big cage, and everyone was like, "Yeah, fine, whatever." It's the guy who has a lion.
Seems happy. Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, should we get on to the Year of the Dragon portion of the recording soon? Because I don't want to go forever, but I'm aware, you haven't watched the film, so if you want to stay, we can talk about some other stuff for a little bit longer if you want.
Yeah, he is the lucky one, because he hasn't seen the film. I envy him on so many levels.
Yeah, I'm down to chat a little bit more, but I don't want to keep you too long if you want to get moving on onto that topic. You know,
I think like Yaya should like you can stay on, but you can just like do the awkward pauses after every time we discuss the Year of the Dragon. It's just like the loud Yaya awkward pause that deafens everyone.
Yeah, I mean, you can listen to us talk about Year of the Dragon if you want. You don't have to go.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. But I got other stuff to do, so I probably will dip out when you get talking about that.
Okay. Well, have you got any more, like, fuck Starmer stuff or anything like that? Sorry, I wasn't expecting you to come in with the fuck Starmer talking points. Yeah. I mean, well, that seems like a good point to wrap up the... whether this is the main episode or the bonus episode, I guess we'll decide in post. Me and Yaya can put our heads together as the Real Politik production team and decide how this material should be distributed.
Which heads, oi?
Oh, yeah, like, pieces. Yeah, got you. Yeah, took you a second. Yeah, good.
Alright, I'll let you guys get on with your movie chat then. I'm gonna go take care of some errands then.
Thanks, man. Like, good. I'm glad you could join us for this bit of the call anyway.
Yeah, unironically, always a pleasure to hear from you. Yeah.
Of course, and you, FFF.
You missed a great chance for an awkward silence there.
Yeah, it's like awkward silence for 30 seconds, and then he just phones off.
He wasn't even that wasted today, was he, Yaya? He wasn't that fucked up. He was, four beers, not that much in there.
I'm a bit disappointed, actually. I could understand everything you said.
Yeah, but I mean, I think at FFF stage alcoholism, 4 beers is fucking nothing. It's a drop in the ocean.
That's getting the tremors away, right?
Yeah. Like, I'm on 5 now. I'm just checking my beers. Yeah, I've got enough to keep us going through the next bit.
Fantastic. Well, let's take a little break, go to the loo, get cups of tea or more beer or whatever.
Good shout. I'm going to get a cup of tea.
Okay. All right. Cool. Cheers, Yair. Peace and love, man.